Hi to all my nursing colleagues and previous nursing students who are now nurses, and to my current nursing students. Here's another story from Chicken Soup for the Nurse's Soul, revised. This comes from Mitzi Chandler, who was a nurse, and she retells the story when she was a nursing student. So she was going to be giving a bed bath to an older woman in a long-term care facility. And so she was very nervous, and she got all of her supplies, got them all ready, just like the textbook taught her. But what she wasn't ready for was doing it on a real person. She'd only done it on mannequins. So she tiptoed in quietly. The old woman looked like she was asleep, and she was told by the other nurses, don't expect any conversation from her, right? Just go in and clean her up. And so she dutifully went in to do that. And so as she got the water warm with the little soap, and she had her towel and the supplies that she needed, she started to wash her face, and she was surprised with how warm the woman's face was. It wasn't like the mannequins that she had worked on. So she continued to gently go through and push the curls of her hair over, and very soft and gentle wiped down onto her neck, and started to do her arms, and kept that bath blanket up so that she would be warm. And then very quietly the woman stirred and opened her eyes and said, "You care." And that's caught her by surprise. And she said, I'm sorry, excuse me, what? She said, the old woman, "Most nurses don't think I notice, but I do, and you care." Well, then she began to have a lively conversation with the old woman. The old woman started to perk up and talked about the antics of her grandchildren and of her own life and of the lessons of life that she had learned as they went through the whole bathing process. And she began to feel this fondness for this old woman who had originally been no emotion, no activity whatsoever. And so just as quietly as the whole encounter started, the old woman patted her hand and said, "I'm tired now." And so the nursing student gathered up all of her belongings and then graciously and gratefully left the room to allow her old woman to go back and to rest. The encounter was short, but yet what was noticed was that she cared. So you nurses are giving all of your hearts to your patients as you work so hard in doing all those tiny little activities, interventions, tasks that you might think patients don't even notice, but they do. So with that, thank you for choosing to be a nurse, and happy healing.